Oh shit, we're back. Yeah, I'll wanna hear you shout. Something, baby, like a girl, my body all over your body. Your body all over my body. It's your body, baby. Coming over the going. Hey Siri, play My Body by LSG. Somebody breaking in? I am looking for my car. Everybody, I know it has been quite some time since we have streamed the. Is this the crew? No, this is CarX Drift. No, this is Fred. You still in Japan? No, I am back. We are back. We got back like a week ago. God dang, Japan was amazing. Japanima, Japanima, Japanima. My phone tripping, y'all. I'm trying to see if it'll let me watch my own stream so I can comment to y'all. That's right, everybody. We are back. Not that. You're like, Uncle Gary, where did you go? Where have you been? Let me explain something to y'all kids. I just been in the laboratory cooking. Been cooking. My stomach. Oh shit, I just got the bubblies. I'm looking for my RX-8 right now, y'all. The podcast like a month ago was hella funny. Thank you. You talking about that Go Hard podcast? Appreciate you, boss man. I appreciate you, boss man. Just seen a Viper and instantly thought of Mike. Yeah, I've been wanting a Viper for a while. This dude I met yesterday in Oklahoma had a Viper, and he was like, yeah, bro, I got this Viper from my dad for like 25 G's. And I was like, fuck, 25 G's ain't even bad. But it was from 1995. I'm looking for my RX-8 right now. Where is my RX-8? Where is my RX-8? Where is my RX-8? Where is my RX-8? Did I skip it? Or am I blind? Feel you like a drug, my body all over your body. I gotta take a dump. Where is my RX-8? That's E36. Where it is? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna go do that. Let's go. There's a time attack? Where is it? Where is it? We're looking for West. We're gonna do the money hack. All right, everybody. So since we're playing CarX Drift, I thought we'd be playing CarX Drift. It's as simple as that. So if you're not familiar with CarX Drift, it's a game we used to play. We've been playing for a couple years now. I want to go so bad. It looks a little. Oh shit! I'm reading. I'm trying to. LS3. LS3 can hold a lot more power than the LS1. And then it has better options for the square port. So if you ever want to supercharge it or something, I'd do a LS3. Like if I had an option, I would want an LS3. But it was like I didn't have an option. You know, I'm just going with the flow. And when I say, you're like, what's he mean going with the flow? Like it was my grandfather's car, so. The Subaru Forester will give you more money in the time attack. Are you sure about that? Let's see. Let's see again, everybody. So yeah, LS3. So LS3 is what, 6.2? So it's 5.7. So you gain like what? A lot of liters? Damn near 10.10 liters. You damn near gain a whole. Nah, it's because of 7. Bro, how? But like for example, like if I had an LS3, I could make an easy 1,000 horsepower. My LS1, even though it's built, they said don't go over 8. Mind you, I'm running 8 pounds on my Magnuson. So if I don't need 1,000. Like let me be honest, like it makes 700 horsepower to the wheel, 666 torque. Like that car feels like a freaking fucking fast as fuck. I don't know how to describe it. They said try a Forester. Let's try a Forester. That motherfucker thing feels like a missile. Yeah, Like, and mind you, the car only weighs like 3,300 pounds, and it's like just raw. Like it's like crazy because when you drift it, like you just like you gas it and then it slides, and like it like instantly just wants to freaking like. Now I understand why people are like, ugh, LS cars or ugh, but then I'm like, they're like, ugh, brother, ugh. But then when you break it down, like, let's break it down. It's cheap power. That's all the LS is. It's really cheap and usable power. You're like, what do you mean by usable power? There's a difference between like a 500 horsepower 2J and a 500 horsepower LS. Like that 2J is not going to give you like five off the rip. And what I mean by that is like it's going to take a little bit of time. You going to Long Beach, you going to Long Beach, like Long Beach, Formula Drift, and like so like the 500, like mind you, LSs can probably make 500. They can make 500 NA. How light is your Skyline? Think the 33. I haven't weighed it. I might, I might make a video of weighing it, so that way you guys can see, like, because um oh my goodness, uh yeah, I should be at Formula Drift Long Beach. We might be out there passing out some Hoonigan stuff and some Booty Hustler stuff for you guys that didn't know. So yeah, 500. You can get 500 all day. Like what hurt was running like a boosted five. So the reason why LS1s are good is the aluminum block. If it was a 5.7 iron block, I got about the same money. If it was a 5.7 iron block, then it'll hold a lot. But then that 6.2 LS3 holds a lot more power than the LS1. But yet again, it's a revised LS, so. And it's really dumb easy to work on. That's the reason why. I have no hate towards Jay-Z's or nothing, but I think about, like, if the worst, like I think it was either Ryan Turk or Chelsea Denofa says, if you can't fix it in like 90 minutes, then it shouldn't really be on your car. And you're like, what do you mean by that? Like, think about it, like if you're a professional drifter, Nick, when you have a like that in between braking, you need to fix something and you can't fix it like within like I think he said a little closer than 90 minutes, but that's the consensus. And when you really think about it, like that's why I said, like, if a water pump goes out on like an inline six or like a K series, like you got to damn near take off everything. Like with the LS, it's the water pump is bolted on. It's not like you have to take off a timing chain or anything. Like you literally could just take off the accessory drive, which is super easy to do, and have it off in like less than like 15 minutes if you like really know your way around the LS. Now, like, don't get me wrong, like I like the Jay-Z's. I love Jay-Z's, I love RB's, I love K series and all that. But like, this is what people don't get for practical use. Practical. Like when I see people like, oh, why you didn't do it more? You like, for example, my R32. So people who are watching the stream, I am putting a JDM Skyline engine in the R32. And they're like, what do you mean JDM Skyline engine? For you that are watching, the 20 people here, I'm putting a VQ in my Skyline. And the reason why I'm putting the VQ in the Skyline, and I'll drop the video, is for practicality. I wanted to do a swap that the people at home could do. And when I say that, it's one of those very few engines setups that you don't need like a lot to go into it. You can get engine, trans, wiring harness, ECU, probably all under $4,000. And what I mean by that, unfortunately, like you can't get an SR for that price anymore. You used to be able to get SRs all day, engine, ECU, wire harness for like $4,000. Now they're 8. You used to be able to get like Jay-Z's for that price, 1J's, 2J's for under 4. But that's no longer the case. So like with the VQ, it's modern power, and I'm trying to stick to a Nissan. And most people are like, well, why don't you use a VK? I'm trying to do a budget in a sense. Like I don't want to use an adapter kit, and I just want to. It's like literally like I tell people, this is a swap in any car that you want to like try to get into motorsports. That's rear wheel drive or even like front wheel drive. I'm sure they make something for the NA. So it's a VQ HR35. So I have the dual intake that I have in there. So when I was in Japan, I've always like admired the Skyline, which we have here is a G35. And the ongoing joke is that in Japan, the G35 is a Skyline. And there's not much differences. I just don't recognize G35s or Skylines. If it was right-hand drive and like a true V35 platform or whatever, it's the same engine, trans, that, but it just comes down to like the difference. It's not like a true Japanese Skyline. It's just how I look at it. You can look at it how you want. That's it. But I wanted to do a swap that you and your boys can do. Like if you have a homie that can wire, a homie that can like semi-weld, and a homie that can like put stuff together, you should be able to do this at your house. And it's just simple. Really, realistically, like I got my chassis for like under three. So this build, like if you put it all together, this build should cost no more than $15,000 in a sense. And you're like, that seems like a lot, but let me break it down. I'm building a car that's semi unique, I'd say. Like not a lot of people drift Skylines, and it's a four door 32 with the VQ. So I'm trying to go with the mindset of like if something happens, I can fix this car. And that's really just it. And we're gonna make it sound good. Like I don't want that ugly ass straight pipe sound. Like a lot of companies will hop on board. So like we got a video coming soon. No, there was a dude by the name of Lee Yearwood who had a VQDE turbo that came by a couple years ago. But there's not very much research. So what I do is, and the people are asking, like, why do you do Skyline? Like, I know Skyline, so I base all of my swaps off of has it been done in a S chassis. So if it's been done in a S chassis, then I can 100% do it in a Skyline because they share a lot of the same parts. And so when you use S chassis parts on Skylines, as far as like the movement of the engine, the placement of the engine, the Skyline bay is a lot bigger than the S chassis, so that helps as well. Like trust me, I thought I got offered like a rotary engine for the Skyline. I got offered a billet K series from Skunk 2. It's just one of those things I don't feel, even though it would move the needle content wise, trying to put a billet K series in a 32, it just doesn't fit. Like I really got tired of people, content creators, building cars that'll never be obtainable for the audience. And you're like, Gary, what do you mean? Like a R32 four door, you can get still probably for under 10 grand complete. So it's one of those cars. It's like, okay, you could do this or any other chassis. I thought about an FRS with a VQ. I thought about an E36 with a VQ. I thought about E46 with a VQ, but it was just going to be too much work to try to make it work. Mind you, when I got the 32 shell, I didn't go with it thinking like I was going to I kind of did modify I'm doing well in yourself, and that was really the consensus of that, because it's like I could put it, like I was talking to Kyle Mohan about trying to put a rotary, like his team about putting a rotary engine in the 32, and it makes for a great idea. Now let me break it down. I know a rotary powered R32 would be great, but I don't know shit about rotaries. So if I was to break, then I'd be on the phone with the tuner, and then people would just be like, "What's wrong?" Thanks for asking, face red, heart shape. Appreciate you, big dog. And that's really what it is. Like this year, I'm just trying to like hone in all the cars. We got like Matt and I down at the shop have been working. You and Micah should get matching liveries. Just saying, listen, 1JZ4L. So for people that don't know, we brought this. So for people that are in this in my live, I'll put it like this: we have talked to trying to bring build content back to Hoonigan, and it's just making sure we have the right budget for that. And you're like, what are you talking about, Gary? A lot of these cars need to be planned out, and it's understanding that there's more to it than just building the car, because a lot of money and time goes into the behind the scenes of building the car. And you're like, what do you mean? Because they have to pay the editors, they have to pay the filmers, and they have to pay everybody to also get this content to you guys. So in a sense, Mike and I have talked about making matching cars. We have everything written down. So to bring it to you guys, just to share some light on like how things go in like a different aspect of when you have a like the private YouTubers versus the YouTubers that have a company. So companies like Donut Media, Motor Trend, any real Motor Trend, any of those real build channels. Not saying people who are independent aren't real build channels, but when I say real build channels, the production side of building. Like if you ask Andrew Hawkins at Motive DVD, he's like a independent but a company that makes a YouTube. So before I can build anything with a friend or anything, it has to get like approved. And when you say approved, in a sense, it's like I have to write up what I want to do, what the episodes will look like, and how this will be for the audience. So for the R34, most people didn't know, I had to write like a semi book report. Like it was just like a 2-page thing about what I wanted to do with the car, who I'm working with, what I had to do with the car, and who with the car. Like for example, what's a sponsor that's working with the car? Let's say Motegi Wheels. How does Motegi Wheels fit this build? The suspension, how does this fit this build? Because as a as building now, this is entertainment, but I call it edutainment in a sense because it's educational entertainment. And I look, look, it's the Black and the Furious. Speed demon. But that's more or less what it is. So for the builds, it can't just be like, okay, we got an idea, we want to build this, that, and like it's like, okay, that's great, but what's the idea behind it? So for example, for building the 34, like I said, I had to write a book report. It was like, okay, you get 4 to 6 episodes, and then with those 4 to 6 episodes, you have to fill it in with something different for each episode because you, the audience, will be like, man, love you too, Speed Demon. Man, I just watched this dude do this over and over and over. So when you watch like the Hoonigan channel, we want to build more stuff. We want to do more things. In a sense, it's like I was like, man, I want to build I wanted to build like a V8, a different V8 swap S chassis. And it was like, well, we've already built like damn near 3 S chassis, Hertz, Vin, and Dan's. And it's like, fuck. So that puts you in a different concept because you guys got to think, we already saw this. So for me, it's masking S chassis builds with Skylines. So the whole thing is with me, like it's as weird as it sounds, it's easier for me to access Skylines than any other car. And you're like, what the fuck? How does that even make sense? Because since the Skyline community is very niche, a lot of people, before they let it go to the public, be like, hey, in the group, anybody want this before I let it go? And this is the price I want, but then this is the public price. And I'll be like, hey, let me get that. So the Skyline shell I got was like $3,000. But I got it for under $3,000 because my homie sold it to me. So you figure I got a rolling shell, complete interior and all that. A little beat up on the quarters, but it came with like over fenders for under $3,000 with the title. So that means when this swap is done, if I really wanted to take the swap to the next level, I could borrow the car, which means I could take it to the California emissions people and tell them like, hey, this swap was done in this car. I have everything, like the intakes I'm using, everything. And that's as simple as that. What you mean, like, let me break it down. It has to pass the California emissions exam. So I have everything to make that car pass it, but I'm not ready. Like, since I travel back and forth out of state, like a lot of my cars are registered out of state because I'm sometimes in this state, sometimes I'm here, and it's just easier. What's the highest horsepower RB car you have in this game? And can you drive it now? The highest horsepower RB. Ronnie Bars, my boy Ronnie Bars is back. I miss you, Ronnie. There's another gentleman from Vegas. Unless you are the gentleman. Ronnie, are you the dude from Vegas? Joseph Chappins. Boy, it's been a minute, fellas. It's been a minute. I know it's been a minute because I haven't kept in contact with you guys, but I'm trying to play Car X more since I've got like my work schedule down at Hoonigan somewhat. Nah, from NYC. Ronnie Bars, that's right. You got the Hondas and shit, right, my boy? If I remember correctly. Let's XDS battle. All right, bet. I stay in Georgia. Cali really be that strict with the mission? Yes, bro. They be super strict. Like I have to have carb. Like, so if you ever notice when you buy performance parts and they'll be like, we'll not send to California because in California, you can do anything. If I wanted to just change into like an Apache helicopter and add metal to my body, they wouldn't bat an eye. As long as it's surgical grade metal, I'm good. Even if you don't have the carb legal intakes, they attack your ass. They do, bro. They do. What up, dog? Street Society, we in here. It really be like that, bro. Like, we got weed. You could do fentanyl. You can do cocaine. They won't bat an eye. I drove my 33 the other day down the street, and I set up room. Yeah, I'm going to set up a room. Hold on. Garage. Catalog. Which car? Which one's my best RB car? Which one is my best RB car? Hey, yo, Indica. What's up, playboy? What up, playboy? Not an RB car. That's an RB car, but just like my finest. They still mad about cages and door bars? Yeah, that's the rule. That be the rule here. So most drift events, when you tandem, you need a spec cage now, but I ain't tripping. So this is this the consensus for the 33, the 30? So I can't, my TV has like a blue tint in it, so I have to base my what I'm building these cars off. Axel 2304, my man who helps me get through all the freaking scary games. Cell's a boy. So for people in the chat, I'm just changing the color of Cell. So the people who watch I'm originally from there. I was at the original donut bakery opening. Oh shit! I was at one of them as well. Axel 2304. Don't think I forgot. Remember those lonely nights when we was playing Resident Evil, and I was scared when we was trying to get through the dollhouse. Boy, and that baby, the giant baby thing was chasing me. You guys are lucky though. In Australia, we can't have anything that blow off valves our cars. What's up? Oh man, Landon, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So I want y'all to realize this. If y'all want to, so California, it's like a half and half because I really don't get messed with by cops because I'm not doing anything. And people are like, you're driving your cars, aren't you scared to get pulled over for what? For what? I don't have any warrants. I'm not hiding from nobody. My driver's license is up to date. What are they going to my registration's up to date? What they going to do? That's how I think about it. And number one priority, when you get pulled over by the cop, he's going to fill out the vibe. So when cops pull me over, I pull over, just turn off the car, hands on the steering wheel, right? 10 and 2, 10 and 2. Hey, good evening, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over? Hey, and I usually this is how I greet them, just like this. Hey, officer, how's it going? All is well. I pulled you over because of XYZ. I'm sorry, sir. License and registration. Is it okay if I reach for my wallet? It's right here, and I have my little what's that thing? Oh, crossbody. And hey, officer, I just have to reach into my bag to get my wallet. Is that okay? Like, yeah. And I hand them my ID, right? And this is how I get them. I give them my ID, and they look at it. I'm like, I know what you're thinking. I was like, what? I look much uglier in person than in the picture. And then they chuckle, and then they do this for a while, and they'll do this, and then they'll go back. We did the banana hammer, the motorcycle. So right now, for the people that are on here, I do understand that I am probably the most accessible person that works at Hoonigan, but I will answer that after I tell why I got pulled over. So usually when I get pulled over, I hit them with a joke, but I always keep clear communication. For example, the officer who pulled me over was like, I pulled you over because I noticed you have an exhaust on your car. Easily understandable. R33 GTR, big titanium exhaust. Yes. And he's like, why is this car from out of state? And I literally just tell him I use this car for content. So I travel back and forth, which is the truth. I do travel back and forth every other week and weeks at a time from one state to another. And he was like, okay, I just want yeah, right. Our R34 is legal in America. 99s are. So we do by month to year and date. Move here to Florida. Problem solved. Don't want to move to Florida. Y'all got hurricanes and shit. We barely get rain. And the car scene here in California is better than the car scene there in Florida, respectfully. When I say that, I don't mean it with any malice. It's just we have more access to tracks than you do in Florida. I believe all y'all really got is OSW and a couple of skid pads. There's literally 5 tracks within an hour and a half of me where my location is, east and west, that I could go to and drive. We have we barely get earthquakes. When people hear earthquakes, it just be like a little shake. It don't be, you know who get earthquakes? Japan. Think about how often does Japan get hit with an earthquake and then some catastrophic shit happens where it's like, oh, goddamn, the nuclear reactor broke. We haven't had a bad earthquake since 94. So when the big one comes, it does come. Besides that, we just get flooding and it can be extremely hot. So when you want to talk shit, y'all get hurricanes on the regular. Y'all get tsunamis, typhoons, and y'all got Floridians. Like, since y'all have looser laws in California, y'all walk around with that blammy, y'all can get hit with any time and just say it was self-defense, and then that's it. We do, bro, we could go to Irwindale Open every Thursday, and I'll put it that, yeah, but y'all got state ref for a straight pipe. What do you need a straight pipe for on a car that don't make no power? I'll put it like I'm driving a R34 with no hood, a V8 swap, and a big ass supercharger, 3.5-inch straight pipe. It literally sounds like a NASCAR when I drive it. And all the cops do is. So the state ref really depends on your demeanor and what you're doing. If you're driving a 350Z with a straight pipe, of course you're going to get straight ref. You're driving an RX-8 with a straight pipe, of course you're going to get straight ref. It's the city too. For example, I live in LA, so it's kind of whatever. Seal Beach, where like Orange County, that's where they'll get you. You got to know where to drive. What's up, Maddie Desires? How's it going? Made Desires. Boy, I can't read. But that's what I'm saying. The misconception is FL sings holes. No bueno. Exactly. That's all. I'm not arguing with you guys on what's the best, what's not the. Oh, there's this green I'm looking for. There's this like it's like this. Oh, that is it. Let me see. That's the color. I'm trying to hit the saturate, hit the brightness. That's too blue. Hurricane parties. No Mount Turbo is your friend. Yeah, in the bay. What's up, Brody Moss? Brody Moss, Brody Moss. Right now, I'm trying to get this green down. There's like this green I have in my phone of this car, and I think it's this with the chrome wheels. Additional colors, or at least they were when I lived at RS. So we're gonna buy that. Buy that. How much money? We got $11 million. So we're gonna hit this car with the. We're gonna hit this car with the. We're gonna hit this car with the. You know what? So I have this. So the thing is, this is kind of how I want my R32 four-door, more or less to look like this. But I'm trying to decide a color. I want to do green, or should like my four doors have always been a different color. It's either green or like, hold on, let me show you. That's too. I heard rumors Grid Life may come to back to Road Atlanta. Right as of right now, I don't see it on the schedule. I would love for it to go to Atlanta because the weather there was perfect and the vibe was immaculate. Ooh, should I hit him with the orange R32 matching? Room name Team Handsome. So the question is, do I hit him with a Bro, Ronnie Bars, that was so long ago. What up, big man? Bradley, how's it going, my boy? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So the question is, I'm trying to decide. I was with David. That's right. So Ronnie, if I do remember right, I saw that dude in blue at the booth, and I was just chopping it up with him. And then I was like, man, love your content, XYZ. And then I think you hit me with the man. You know who that is? And you're like, that's Gary. And you're like, what? Yep, orange Goku theme. So we hit him with the. Do we hit him with the orange? Gangster H5 H5 Do we? So there's some colors. We got the green, we got the orange, we got this yellow. So let's go through each color. Okay, that's whatever. That's whatever. Really, Batman. Yes. So for people that don't know, so you're asking if my job at Hoonigan, I am in marketing, technically, marketing events, and I'm a host. So right now we're doing a list of events to go to. So everybody wondering here in the chat, don't take my word for this. We were discussing events to go to. And the Grid Life did so. It's trying to do Grid Life, Fuel Festival, and a few other grassroots events, some events in Texas and some events in Florida. So if everything gets approved, in a sense, like I say, everything is like top secret gold would be for that car. Let's see which one's gold. I think that's it. Um, you gotta you gotta say who. I can't. I can't. I like the Jamaican orange. We're gonna go with the orange. We're gonna go with the Ross Claus orange. What goes good with? So we got the orange. So we're gonna paint that. We're gonna paint the orange. So so we hit them with the. Please, we don't get enough love out here. That'd be a huge scene. So what most people don't know, and I'll explain this to you, everybody. I trust you guys in a sense. When I say I trust you guys, like when I talk to y'all, orange with the black, that do go hard, but it don't have no contrast. Like what's a good color of wheel? Not the candy, not the green. We'll do the black. They don't have no contrast though. I do like black wheels. I'm not a big fan of blue wheels. White, oh, you're right. Let's do the white. So how will we do that? We zero out the saturation, or you bring up the brightness. Hold on. What is this? Halloween already? This guy. Why is it not changing colors? How did I get white wheels last time? Oh, you gotta take the saturation out. There you go. The orange with the white wheels, black hit bit two. Neon green wheels, blue lip. Oh, we got the white, right? Yep. And guess what? We got Nads of Civic too. Just for the kids out there. Now we gotta hit them with the dish. God dang it! I'm trying to paint these parts. Might have to do the orange car. If Loki wanted an orange car. Here we go. We're gonna do the seats, right? Oof. Oof. Is that blue enough, or is that not the right blue? I'm on PS5. It needs to be a bit more blue, huh? Let's go, cool. Hit the brightness. Oof. Oh, I can't drive this car. Orange on the till. All right. So we going traveling without a soul. Oh, I could have just selected it all. Yes, we did. I thought y'all don't watch the channel, huh? That's my fault. Yeah, Noriara was out there. I made a whole video like going to the track with him. Are racing seats genuinely uncomfortable? Yes, no. After a while of driving all day in them, since it's like one position, you can't really chillax. All right, there we go. Should we dyno stand? Let's see. Oh, what the fuck did they do to this? Toe, brake, performance, max torque. There you go. What y'all think? That was dope vid with Nori. Thank you. And also so we got to film. So I'll give you just when we were out there, we filmed so much. So every day, like people were like, was it how was like people like how is it working with Hoonigan? It's a dream job, but also there were every day we were there. We worked from damn near 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. trying to film, and it's one of those like Prisma's work. All right, I love my car. Y'all want to see something? Y'all want to see something on the low real quick? Y'all want to see something on the low? Got something cooking. I'm going to just show y'all real quick. Down before. Oh! Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? That's all y'all get to see. Yep, he sure does. He still got that goddamn Raptor. He still got that goddamn Raptor. I'm reading these comments. That I'm so like that's the thing. So working in this. Oh shit! I got rid of the comments. Like we work in Gary King Edition Prisma. You already know, baby. You already know, baby. Does that mean we getting a wheel too? You already know, baby. You already know, baby. I got to talk to my cousin. Any updates working with White Aaron or Mike? White Aaron is working on Narina's car right now. Mike, that's a different story. Trying to do things with him is since we're in a different time space. It is what it is. If we get it, we get it. But right now, it's just focusing on. Bro, I forgot how to do the room list. There we go. Kami Road, BH Slides. Kami Road, BH Slides, 120. Select entire traction. Yes, there we go. 120. We're gonna try out young What should we call it? Gogeta? Should we call the 32 Gogeta? So right now we driving. This looks like more like Goku. It's crazy. Playing this game has taught me a lot how to drive in real life. And people are like, what do you mean? Like, I can use the throttle input in this game in real life, which is nice. Like I could, if Kami Road was a real place, I feel like I could like drive most of it. We're gonna try to get this down, but there's a lot of tight stuff coming. So for the Japan trip, I'd say the coolest thing I got to do was when I drove they gave us an R34 GTR, the same one that Lewis Hamilton drove, and we were driving to Mount Fuji on the Japanese, on the Wangan or whatever, or their highways, and I got kind of emotional because I'm driving like one of the cars of like one of my dream cars in Japan, listening to Mac 10, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, my dream is never to do culturally fitting things like me. It's like, bro, I want to listen to the music I grew up listening to. So like listening to that and driving a 34. Micah Diaz had a 3000 Mitsubishi GTO, and we were following Albo in his AP2 S2000. And now that I think of it, it was like a JDM S2000. Mind you, I hadn't seen one in real life, and it just hits harder. And the whole thing is, like, I read all the comments. You guys know this. Oh, Hoonigan's dead, this, that, and the third. It's like, I just wanted, like, I understand, like, this is the time, like, they talk to me, like, to be a leader of a new era, that's what you got to do. And I was like, I think about, like, the president, sports players, real celebrities, like, they got to hear criticism all day, and, like, you just got to suck it up. But then it's like you die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. But sometimes people root for the villain. Like when you watched Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, you were like low-key rooting for him. You wanted to see him cause some mayhem. That's all I'm trying to do. Like the cool thing is like I sit in these meetings and like the corporate dudes are like, we like you. Just keep coming up with fresh ideas, because before we'd come up with something, and this was way before it got super duper corporate. We come up with an idea and they'd be like, nah, that ain't it. And you'd be like, fuck, you put a lot of effort into it, and then it makes you not want to share anything anymore. Like, you know, when you tell your parents, like, let's do this, and they'll be like, yeah, that sounds great. Now, it doesn't really fit what we're doing. And I'm like, fuck, but like, this is our demographic. And it's like, nah, we know what the people want. And I'm like, the people really just want burnouts and cool shit. And you guys don't want to do that no more. Y'all rather just buy stupid cars that nobody can relate to, and then like be angry when the content doesn't do good. But that's none of my business. Neither here nor there, kids. Neither here nor there. And then I gotta sit here and watch all these fucking random people, all these random vlog channels be like, oh, Hoonigan's dead, this is what's going on. I'm like, y'all niggas just talking. Like, now I understand like why celebrities get mad, like when Kanye was getting mad, because he know the truth. He know what's really going on, and they just assuming shit. And I'm just like, bro, oh, y'all just be assuming, not y'all, but like I go on the Reddit and I'm like, damn, I be seeing people drag my name through the dirt. Gary Cool, Leadership 101, accepting the team, yeah. And that's the thing, like, I'm sitting here with Georgia, I'm sitting here with Mike, I'm sitting here with Blake Wilkie, with Darren Parsons, and it's like, okay, what can we do to make this versus that better? It's literally just, people are tired of seeing drag racing. I'm trying to, I know who that is. People are tired of seeing drag racing, but let's spice it up. What happened to the Donk? The Donk's in Europe right now. So the Donk went to Europe for a Goodwood Festival of Speed, and then it had some commitments over there for partners that we told we would do stuff with. So it's going to be over there probably till the end of this year. 4 wide. It would be cool to do it 4 wide, but we don't have a place at the moment to do something on that scale, because Flabob, where we film now, like, we just had a race with Mr. Beto, and seeing that man bring damn near a 2,000 horsepower catfish truck, I think that's the NBS. That's like the newer, like what year is that? 2000, like 2005 single cab trucks. it was like crazy to see. Like if to do 4 wide would have to be crazy, and it's just at the point like you, the audience, doesn't know. Like you be like, why don't these matchups make sense? I'm gonna be honest. I always see you as a booty hustler first. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and the crazy thing is, I've been with Hoonigan since 2018, but I haven't always been in front of the camera. So that's the hard part in a sense. Um, like people like OG's this, OG's that. Mind you, if you really wanted to put like a pencil to paper, I came a few months after Zach. But Zach's an OG in a sense like that. A few months is a few months. That makes a big difference in content time. This versus that for motorcycles. Okay, what I wanted to do was, and if we can make it happen, I wanted to do like a this versus that with monster trucks. Like monster trucks versus like regular cars and show how fast monster trucks are. Or like like a jet engine powered something or another. Like I have a bunch of, it's just to get things like those, you need real timing and real everything. Sometimes it's hard to get, when I say real drag racers, there's people who drag race and then there's people who drag race for clout. And trying to get like real drag racers to come out or real street racers, they don't want to be known. They just want to be known in the streets. So if you ever see those, but yet again, it's just like, hey, this is a chance. Like they make more money. Yeah, then that's what that's street society more or less. Yes, like trying to do like we do a cash pot and something like that. I've been talking with Brad, like he's annoying. Brad Saxon is annoying, but at the same time, he's got great ideas, and I'm not one to say no to anything. I want to hear what you have to say, and then make it good. Like if we did to spice this versus that up, we would really have to bring people who are actually fast and people that are actually street racers and put actual money up. And like it could work. It could work well, but then it's just like understanding like when like you'll see soon, and it's just like like get a tree or a real flag or something, and we're trying to work on something like doing this versus that at nighttime too. And I think that would do well. I understand, like this is my thing. I don't want this channel to turn into MTV. And when you be like MTV, like when I turn on MTV, all I fucking watch is ridiculousness, and that shit is annoying. Like ridiculousness is cool, but I came here. I remember when I used to watch Jersey Shore, Real Life, Real World, Road Rules. When I used to watch the cartoons like Daria and Beavis and Butthead, that shit was good. Hey Gary, what's the room? BH Slides is the room. So it's like I don't want it to turn into that, but at the same time, like the newer audience isn't giving it a chance. Like they're all like we make a video, corporate takeover. This is corporate. Hoonigan's dead, and I'm like, bro, I think Cash Day style video will put that's the thing, like a real, like we have a meeting this week, and it really has to be that, like to make this versus that better, it has to be a level of something to lose. Hey sir, how's it going? Hope everything is well with you and your family and the team. Who do you have winning tonight's game? I want the 49ers to win, but realistically, mark my words, this is what's going to happen. The 49ers are either almost going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, or the Kansas City Chiefs are going to put a mollywhopping on. Hooligan game series, maybe. It's just the timing. It's just the timing. I would love to play Car X Drift with the Hoonigan audience, but it's making sure I don't say nothing too wild. Like here, this is my content. I control what the fuck I want to do. But it's like I have to represent this company in the right way. Like it's like some dude at the office was like, "You're like Magic Johnson," and I was like, I took that as the highest form of compliment. He was like, "You're like Magic Johnson minus the AIDS," and it was understanding. If you remember Magic Johnson, he was one of the young bucks. Like he came into the Lakers as a rookie, but then led the team, and all the old heads, like old Lakers players or old Lakers fans were like, ugh, who's this guy? Ugh, brother. Ugh, get him out of here. But then when he showed what he could do, then they started doing it, and it's just understanding like I know I make people uncomfortable sometimes, and I may be yelling, and I may do this, that, and other, but I'll put it like this: when you've come from a life, like I wasn't groomed to be in front of a camera, so I have to learn all these mannerisms on the fly. So I put it like this: I came from working at Northrop Grumman building F-35s and this, that, and the others. Got 50 on the Niners. So for me, all I know is shop talk. And when you say shop talk, exactly, Mr. Red, exactly. and it's understanding. And I like we had a meeting about all this. Like we knew DDE was gonna sublease our building, and just like that. And people don't read between the lines. Like they don't. All they heard is I quit. They didn't hear like these dudes quit their day-to-day job. What does that mean? Like a lot of the dudes who made the I quit video are still at Hoonigan, but they're not at Hoonigan. You're like, huh? Like they just are hosts now. They're not involved in like the meetings like how I am. Like before I was a host, but now it's like you have new ideas. Let's try them out. That's what I mean. Oh, let's go Chiefs. Listen. Let's go Super Bowl. But that's it. So to answer back to the Super Bowl thing, this was going to happen. The 49ers are either going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs barely, or the if the Kansas City Chiefs just mollywop the Niners, it won't be a good game. It has to be interesting. It damn near has to feel like something's on the line, and something is on the line. If the Kansas City Chiefs, DDE tried to scoop up Hoonigan viewers a couple years, and that's the thing. I respect DDE. I have nothing against those dudes, but it's understanding. Like I was pissed off, right? We had a meeting, and I was talking to like the corporate bigwigs, and I was like, they're like, what's wrong? Like I'm legit pissed off, bro. I gotta sit here and watch these people be at this building that like we were like when we were in this building, we had the chance to do everything. But understanding there were certain cogs in the system that wouldn't allow that before even this corporate merger that I can't really say. And it's just understanding that that's just the way it is. But I never wanted this channel Hoonigan. Like I always would tell the guys, like, this channel is going to turn into Epic Mealtime real quick. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, how long can people watch people do burnouts? And they're like, what is the comparison? Epic Mealtime was a cooking channel that had a lot of potential. It started off in your face, heavy hitting, just like Hoonigan. It'd be in your face, baking this, Jack Daniels, baking this, Jack Daniels. But I was like, how many times can you make these bacon meals? And that was the thing. They never switched it up. They just made shock value content with bacon and alcohol, and then it fizzled out because there was like intertwinings that didn't work. And now it's like, okay, now where's Epic Mealtime? Just a afterthought, a serious afterthought. And that's why I like Marty and Moog, because they've been doing this forever. But at the same time, it's like you can't do burnouts forever. But I don't, like I said, oh shit, oh shit, oh no, oh no, we're at the bottom of a lake. I'm at the bottom of a lake. Hey. Where the problem at? Spinning on you. Putting in build officers. And that's one thing, like trying to bring back build and battle. Like there's a lot of shit that is coming back, but it's like you have to be patient. And unfortunately, when Mr. Block passed away, a lot of those dudes went into this mental deep zone. Like they weren't motivated to be here anymore. You can understand, you just lost your homie. The company got bought, and their hearts wasn't in it. So I'll put it like this: would you rather have content that feels forced, or just not have them there? And you can feel that when you're filming with these. You know when you like feel awkward and you're like, "Fuck, this don't feel right." That's what it felt like, because those dudes be there and it'd be like, "Man, I don't really want to be here." Ooh, and it'd be like, "Okay, well, fucking leave then." Like. And then that's what happened. Like, all right, y'all niggas ain't happy, skedaddle. I want to see you and the boys go to Baja again. Yes, I've never been to Baja, but there's trust me, there's a lot coming. Let me stop before they find out I'm talking too much. Just got done hustling now, baby Bentley. Hey, baby Bentley. Why didn't corporate announce that they were selling the girl? So to Axel. Let me pull over to you. The building's not sold. If you watch the DDE video, they let you know they subleased it. And you're like, what are you talking about? We still have that building. So to put it in a professional terms, we're DDE's landlord. Who do you think they pay rent to? Who do you think gave them the okay to use the name? Street Society. You must be in these meetings. Because my idea, like I had an idea. So to give you, like I feel like this is my free space, because They're like, Gary, what ideas do you have? I wanted to do a drift series where it was like toge style at the track. So it'd be you versus a professional. But the here's so it'd be, so hear me out, y'all. It'd be like this versus that. So this is you versus that is the professional. But the determining factor is you have the advantage because the professional has to drive against you in your car. So you're like, what does that mean? So it's literally who can do better, the professional or the challenger, but they have home field advantage because they have the car. And it's that simple. And it's like literally getting real judges to drive. And I just announced like an old school option video. So we have three people, a professional judge, and then the professional driver. Exactly. Exactly. And it's not a new idea or a concept, but it's one of those things like, let's spice this up. We've done build and battle, but the thing with build and battle is it's like, how often can we do this? Because it's like either drag, gripped, or drift, and it really comes down to other things. And another thing I wanted to do was like aquatic sports. Like I wanted to figure out how we could do this versus that, but with boats. Like I want a legit boat that looks like something from Hydro Thunder versus one of those fucking bamboo boats with the engine in the back. Like, you know, those Asian cats with the young 4AGs in the back, man, like shit like that. And it's just what happened was is that it came to a point, and I had to sit here and I had to watch, like, you just like, it's like, I've been on this team forever. I'm ready to play. And it's just like, nah, we don't know. But then it's like, it's the end. And if you watched or played any sports, you know, they let the people who sit on the bench play towards the end of the season because they're already not going to make it to the playoffs, or they're already in the playoffs. And then those dudes on the bench go off. That's us. That's Corey Hosford. That's Micah Diaz. That's Georgia. That's Blake Wilkie. That's Darren Parsons. So it's like you got those starting five on the court, and you're like, fuck, those dudes just put up 40 points in 2 quarters. And it's like, well, why didn't you let them do that before? Because we were already winning. So what do we need to win more for? And it's like you didn't. All I can say that is no, bro. So just shoot your. That's the thing. And the thing is, like with this new change, hasn't been a no. So for example, I know this is one thing we did last year, and this is how I could test how much power I had and like how much sense that I know the audience. If you guys saw this, there's a post on Instagram almost like 8 months ago. That we did where you saw the scumbug at the beach at the U.S. Open. So I was like, the U.S. Opens is like I pitched this to the big wigs when I say before the corporate, like just read between, before the corporate thing about the people who started Hoonigan. And I was like, hey, we should take the scumbug to the U.S. Open and just have some fun. And they're like, we don't know. We don't want the audience to know that the scumbug runs. Like, oh my gosh, use your imagination. We could push it. Like, bro, everything is perception. 95% of what you see is perception. The other 5% is what we allow you to see. And people don't know that this is media. You know what I'm saying? So I told the big wig, like, bro, I know you've been here since the dawn of time, but like, let us do this and trust me, it'll work. Damn near over 5 posts, over 1 million reactions, over a million views. What happened with you testing and reviewing people's cars? It's just time. Just time, Steven. Like like I wanted to do more driving people's cars, but then as I got busier, and it was just hard to coordinate with the people because some of them live far, and then some of them just had cars that were just too dangerous to drive on the street. Because at the times I would meet them, these are everyday working people that are letting me use their cars for content. So I'd be like, hey, what day are you free? I'm free at Saturday at 4 in the afternoon. 4 in the afternoon is traffic everywhere, so I can't really. And they're like, you could dog my car if you want, bro. I don't have a track. So it's like, I'm not trying to do anything too reckless, but I do want to bring that series, Uncle Gary's Honest Reviews. And I want to be doing like, there's a bunch of shit I want to do. But back to the conversation, the big wigs were like, we don't know how this is going to work, this, that, and the third. And then I did it. It just came to a point where we came to a middle ground. Like, okay, let me use the scumbug. I won't show it running. I won't show it starting. And we'll just use it as a prop. And it fucking worked. The goal, and they're like, what's the goal? To take this place to take the Hoonigan name to a place that people don't know Hoonigan. I ain't drove. And now they're like, well, what does that do? And I was like, it's called brand awareness. And for people that don't know, what's brand awareness? It's when you it's being aware of the brand. So you figure during the US Open of Surf, not golf. Why didn't they want us to know it runs? Because we were planning this versus that off road. So the premise was there was content at Project Garage that we fixed the cars. So sometimes we plan this. Oh, is that a Mercedes? That's a fucking Mercedes. Fuck, he got the Maybach. Maybach music. Maybach music. So in the timeline of content, you don't want to spoil anything because if it broke there and we had this versus that off road, we would have been fucked. And then it would have been like, Gary, you broke the car. Congratulations, but the car was already broken. So that was just it because, like I said, 95% is presentation, and 5% is what we let you see. And the crazy thing is, that's all media. Think about the news. If you ever watch the news, you're like, why is there so much bad news? Because it's what they let you see. It's what, oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh! You locked me into the bushes. That's it. That's really what it is. Like, even with the build on my car, there's like a lot of stuff. Like with the Japan stuff, we were there 8 days and got 6 episodes and 76 pieces for whatever we needed, which is great. And all the response is good. And yes, it's like I go on Reddit and I understand people are upset. People are like, you're over the top. He's always yelling this, that, and the third. But put it like this: if you came from a job all your life, you was shit on. All your life, you was told like you're gonna be here forever. When I was at the airport loading bags from Mexicana and working at Swissport, ASIG, and all that, people would tell me you're never leaving the airport. Nobody leaves the airport. I was like, what you mean? Like once you get a job at the airport, you're pretty much stuck here for life. And I was like, fuck. And my boss told me, yes, Street Society, yes. Hence why we have real off-road dudes now. Not people that just fucking play in the fucking sand here and there. But I'm talking about people who have won awards driving off-road trucks, Ultra 4, fucking shit like that. Let's build some I would have loved to be there when the Warthog was built so we could actually jump that motherfucker on this versus that. But understand it, that was for Microsoft. So that's a different thing, dog. Talking trash loud is what makes you. And that's the thing, like people never, this is what I tell people never played sports, don't understand how I talk. People who never had a real man figure in their life don't understand how Zach talk. So it's like, I'm in your face because we played sports. So when you're happy, you celebrate. When you're sad, you fucking get in somebody's face. Whatever it is a sense of emotion. And with me, I'm a very emotional showing person. So if I'm happy, like when we were in Japan, we got to drift with Daigo Saito. He took us in his 1,000 horsepower Crown with a Jay-Z, and I was so happy. I hugged him and I picked him up, but then I had to tell him sorry and apologize because that was disrespectful. Because Daigo Saito was what, 5'7". I'm 6'2", 300 pounds, 295 correction, and it's like you made this dude feel little, and he wasn't disrespected by it. It was just the fact that that's just a disrespectful thing to do. And I told him sorry, and he was like, "It's all good, man." Like he didn't say it in English. He was like, "Oh, it's all good. You're okay. You're okay." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm just so excited. Like, bro, I'm sitting here driving with a legendary drifter, and a winner of style, everything. Like you can't shit on that. That man is more successful than James Dean at drifting." In a sense, like, yeah, he didn't win 3 FDs back to back, but he's won everything else, damn near everything else, and has drifted everything. And he left it all, and he still drives. He ain't do no corny shit and say, "Oh, I'm retiring. I'm gonna drive a couple rounds and make it impossible." And that's the thing. Just stick, bro. Just stick with me. Just stick with the process. That's all. People fear and that's the thing. They don't know. If we told them this is the double-edged sword. If we tell them everything, then they'll expect what we're telling them. So it's better to put out shit and just do it that way. It's like your parents. Like, you should do a Wednesday rant on down. I am. That's one of the rants I was planning. I either wanted to do it in front of the skyscraper or like because I can't get to this. It's a fucking skyscraper. But it's understanding, like, if, like, bro, them areas, I don't, what areas over there? That area low-key sketchy. That boy, what you talking about? Go garage. We made the orange. The supreme screen. Trust me, I got a couple, and I've been doing them every other Saphiro. Oh, do we have a Saphiro? Thought I just saw one. Nobody does it better. You can come closer than close. Yeah. Originals, they never will be. When his transmission's fixed, he unfortunately, have we built a BMW? Nobody does it better. Ugh. I am not a big fan of this kid. I always found that grotesque. Might have to just keep a stock body. We're gonna just. Okay, we got the vent. Front bumper. Front bumper. Hood. We're gonna do that one. I like that. Don't like that. Pinch me, daddy. Alright, we getting somewhere. I don't like that trunk. When you planning on hitting the track next? When the cars are back up? All my cars are taken apart right now. Like, what do you mean? The 34? You'll find out soon. I can't keep sussing myself out. Saucy baka, saucy baka, saucy baka. You can be my PC. I'm playing on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, I'm still doing the jiu-jitsu. Appreciate you coming through and chopping it up with us in here, Unc. Anytime. That's what Unc's here for. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. This shit ugly. Who's texting me? They calling me to come back to the streets. Oh, hello. It's not, what I'm saying. They calling me. Now come back. Keep Gary. We'll see you Wednesday. Yep. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Rams. We gotta do Rams. We'll buy that. Anything new at Booty Hustlers merch? Yeah, we got some things cooking up. So be patient. Oh, there you go. I didn't do the package. How do you lower this now? There we go. We're making power, baby. We're making power, baby. Let's get this motherfucker to 800. There we go. Now we gotta do the spring length. There you go. That's the front. Oh, get that motherfucker tucked. There you go. That's tucked. Yup. Now we just gotta change the wheels. Let's paint this bad boy. Ooh. We need a nice color. Turn that dog off. I don't. Ew, brother. Ew. I didn't even notice that front bumper. You know what? We need a nice. You can download tunes and liveries and. Oh shit! I can. I didn't know that. Where do I download the tunes? That bumper ugly. It's kind of better off with a stock bumper. That motherfucker looked like it had Down syndrome. Nah, I can't say that. Main menu. Workshop. Of course, everybody's gonna put this goofy ass Need for Speed Most Wanted thing on it. Because nobody got no imagination. Nobody got no imagination. Yes. Street Society. Lobo 562. Street Society, yes. So most people are like, how does this work? So I'll just break it down. So since the building is closed, and DDE has the building because we subleased the building to them. The consensus was now we can get to the people because we have no. You saw the GTR R36. I thought I saw it out there, but that shit was goofy looking, so I ignored it because I was cold and hungry. Mm. We're gonna try this Formula Drift. No tires. Let's go. My stomach just randomly started hurting. My nephew's son says hi. Hello, nephew. My nephew and son. Oh, what's up, nephew? What's up, son? Should we hit him with these? Nah, I put those on everything. Those is kind of wet. What were those? More opportunity, and that's trust me, these are things we've all talked about because it's understanding. Like my conversation to the new big wigs, which is all positive, is that forever people have wanted to come to Hoonigan, but they don't have the means to come to Hoonigan. You're like, what do you mean? A lot of people don't have money to travel. A lot of people don't have a way to get outside their country. So it's like, okay, what if we hit these states with these surrounding cities that can come to you, like the East Coast, go on to New York, go on to Florida. Like New York is like one of those, like, okay, it's like 6 hours from Maryland, 6 hours from Connecticut, 8 hours from Boston, so you can make it work. And it's still like 8 hours from Michigan. Do Texas, and just it's just a bunch of shit. It's just a bunch of stuff. Ew, brother, ew. Yo, Unc, I'm coming to LA from the 24th to the 2nd. What's some good food links? Korean barbecue. You can never go wrong with Korean barbecue. Dave's Hot Chicken. Those are like most things. It depends what you're in the mood for. Just hit me up on the old line. Let's go test this thing. Let's get down. Let's get down. I wish they had 4-door E36s on here. Let's get down to business. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Damn, it's 103. Let me text Matt. Look at that. That's how it should be. I'm trying to get my 4-door. I got a 4-door E36 trying to get like this minus the color. Oh, that motherfucker's scary sound. Oh. Yo, this FD set. Yo. Yo. Oh, this motherfucker nice. Oof. Let's look at it real quick. Let's look at it closely. E46 BMW wheels tuck. You have a good one, bro. Good conversation. Take it easy. Street Society. Be safe out there. Just know if they let me do things, I'm gonna do things. And just know if there's a city near you, we coming. Pause. Oh, this thing is fucking wild. You know, we need to finish race. We're gonna exit to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Hey, let's all go to the lobby. 2 p.m. Okay, bet I gotta get ready soon, y'all. So, if you guys want to play more Car X Drift with your boy, we'll get one more session in. Let's build one more car. I'm gonna get off in like 15 minutes. If y'all want to stream, let me know what days work for you guys. We could do early. We could probably just do early mornings as if I have the time. I don't want to deprive y'all of such great things. Are these new? What's this say? What's this say? Only available in a task. Okay, I don't want that. Oh shit, they got one of the. Oh, I've been had one of those. You know, ooh, let's hit this with the. Chicken Man. Yes. If I join your servers, yes, I work remote. So if I don't have an assignment, whenever I see it, yes. So we did that. Okay. Should we lower this car more? Of course we should. Of course we should, Daddy. Daddy, can I lower the car? Oh, I didn't realize it was damn near slammed. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam. Does it let you know if the tune? Let's drive the GS. What BH Slide is the server. BH Slide is the server. USHERRA. Okay. What's your server? Let's see if this thing will get off real quick. Thanks, Gary. Will always be the Skyline God. Joe the drummer. Thank you. Oh. I'll be in a chaser. Let's take a look around the car. We got the. Does the lights white when I? Oof. Look at that. Leather seats. Let's look inside. Little. Hear that? Well, quick. Where's the e-brake at? There you go. Uh-oh. I hear somebody coming. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Oh no. Oh no, Takumi fell off the mountain. Where is he? Oh, with arms wide open. Oh. Imagine. Imagine flipping and you just get jettisoned out to a lake. Hello, my friend, we meet again. They should have had Creed perform. Nobody want god dang Usher. My leg! I'm gonna be honest. My favorite line up of the Booty Hustlers merch so far was the one where the car was in the back. Like, yeah, the Skyline. That's more stuff coming up. We got a lot more stuff. People, I have to sign off. Is this crossplay? Yes. You know what? If we get back home in time, we might hop on again. If you people on Instagram, we'll just find out. Instagram King Anytime. TikTok King Anytime. Ooh. But we'll maybe be back later tonight or tomorrow night. Let me know. Oh, this motherfucker just fell out the sky. God dang, I can't let you disrespect me like that. Hit this line real quick. Let's get it. Somebody's trying to catch my door. Oh. XJ Dog 9241 wants the business. Give him the business. You must catch up to keep the business. Love the video with Brains Eclipse. Oh, thank you. Brains Eclipse. We're just gonna cut across the track. We are free bird. We're going exploring. We ain't even sticking to the track no more. I'm trying to see if we can jump across. Yeet. Oh, Lord. So can we drive underwater? Let's see if we could drive up the stairs. Oh, what? Where are we going? We're aquatic. We're going driving. Where did it take us? Back to the road. Oh. That's it. All right. See y'all later. Stay safe.